Hey everybody, what's going on? Oh, hi Moose. This is my buddy Moose. This is my big boy. Yeah, it's my big boy. Okay, you sit down. You can sit down. You can sit down. I adopted Mr. Moose from the pound, and he's just such a beautiful baby. Yes, he is. Well, you would just be you would take over the video. Oh, we're gonna take over the video. Oh, okay. Wow, this is nice. I love him. I love him. Well, your butt's sticking right on this thing. You're just too funny. Anyways, hey, how you doing, everybody? This is Moose, and I got Moose about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks maybe, and he was roaming the streets. Nobody claimed him, and I I did. I lost my companion. 10.5 years I had Shaggy, and Moose came available, and so now he's with me, and he's such a good dog, big dog. I've never had a dog this big, but he's 135 pounds. He's Cane Corso. I think I'm saying that right. He comes down to the studio with me just about every day, and he's very much a daddy's boy. He loves his dad, don't you? Yes, you do. Okay, well, I wanted to tell you about this camera subconsciously. I think is why I picked moving away from the 35 millimeter type format. I still shoot my Nikon because I still do events somewhat, and I do real estate, which I need it for. But my drive anymore is really towards corporate and portrait work, whether it's headshots, client portfolio stuff, in businesses, doing location stuff to market for them, that type of thing. That's where I'm headed. I have to let things go. And subconsciously, this kept coming back to me, and coming back to me. So that's when I pulled the trigger. I sold my Leica stuff, and believe me, I loved the Leica. I absolutely loved the Leica. Do I miss it? Yeah, part of it. Again, I would probably do the M series rather than the SL. The SL is much like my Nikon, but only the Nikon with all the features and the focusing and everything else. It's just really no comparison in that sense. But their color science phenomenal. I love the Hasselblad color science. I think Leica might have it beat, truthfully, but the 100 megapixels and just the ease of use of working on these files, I really rarely, honest to God, have to do nothing to them. They're just you get it right in the camera and it's perfect. I mean, it's perfect. So I'm very, very happy with this. And I think subconsciously in my mind, I got the Leica stuff because my brother Jim, huge Leica fan. And when he passed away, I started using his M8 and I said, you know what? I'm going to buy that. I bought the M10R and went from there. But my, I guess I couldn't focus well with the M series. I don't think I gave it enough chance. But that beside the point, I do enjoy the rangefinder, the small compactness. It'd be great vacation camera, be a great camera to use just for around the town. That's if you don't mind shooting like 5.6 or f8, you're going to do a zone focus. But if you want critical focus, it's hard. At least it is for me. To buy a 1.4 lens like they have, which is phenomenal, but shooting it at 1.4, you got to be right on. And I know it's so. Other than that, I would buy it all over again. But maybe if they build an electronic viewfinder in there, maybe I'll do something like that. Um, the one that goes up on top it was okay, but it wasn't. I like it built into the camera. But that's not about Leica. This is about Hasselblad, and I really think because in my mind, my everything is shifted toward events, or not events, away from events and into studio corporate mode. And I find myself using my Nikon only for the things that I really have to have it for. Yes, what you want. So it's like I need it for certain things. And I probably have overkill. I have two Z9 bodies and all the 1.2, 1.4, 1.8 lenses, and I have a couple of zooms in there. But Most of the stuff I shoot with that camera is real estate. And I love people coming into the studio. I love to be able to capture their expressions, make them feel comfortable, make them feel at home, and just overall be just I mean, it's just a nice atmosphere. I don't have to go from place to place to place to place. Sometimes, shooting real estate, which I don't mind shooting real estate. I do well with it. But shooting real estate, there's times, I mean, my car is almost 5 years old and I have 140,000 miles on it. That's a lot of miles, and most of that is from real estate. So I enjoy somebody coming in or me going to their location and shooting corporate shots, their business stuff, whatever they need done. And when they come to me, it's even better. Uh, if you're doing really high end portraits, it's nice. I mean, you can just work at your pace. They know they're coming in, they know they're going to be here. I mean, most of the stuff I shoot is 20 minutes, they're in and out. And to make that kind of money shooting homes, I'd have to do 2 houses, and the average house takes me 45 minutes to shoot. And then you're looking at least 45 minutes of processing time. And then you're looking at a minimum 30 minutes of driving. Do something like portraits and where you can work in your own little environment and people love it and you have a calling for it. That's what I want to do. So I think I made the right decision with the Hasselblad. Um, the form factor of this camera, honestly, it can't be beat. This 90 millimeter lens is phenomenal. That's okay. They're not coming in. You're good. Um, okay, he's gonna go check it out. I just shot some photographs of police officers. I'm doing for National Women's Month. I'm doing female police officers. No charge. They came in. I just did 2 of them, and phenomenal. I mean, they were just unbelievably happy. I shoot this. It's so cool because I put this on I set the Wi-Fi up and I shoot it and it goes right away. I mean, not even, honest to God, it's less than a second. It's over on my iPad and I have the iPad like right out of spot of the camera and they can see their images right there. And it stores them on the iPad, stores them on my camera. And it's a quick way to look. They can mark their favorites. The more you can do stuff like that, to me, it's a no-brainer. It really is a no-brainer. Um, nothing tethers this quickly wirelessly. I mean, I've had the Nikon tethered, wireless tethered. It doesn't work like this. This is like really fast. I mean, literally, it's almost instantaneous, and it's right. It opens up right in the Hasselblad focus program. It's great. It's a great way to do it, and I think it streamlines what I'm doing, and the images are phenomenal. I mean, they're just absolutely just mind blowing to me. So gear does make a difference. If you're trying to, you can shoot portraits all day with Nikon, Canon. Yes, you can do that. But I look at those cameras for me as that is really I want to say bread and butter right now because of real estate. And I don't pick that camera up like I used to go shoot around town or to do just Joe stuff, fun stuff. That's why I got that Leica. And then I ended up selling the M series and getting the SL3. And then it was almost like using my Nikon. So this is a whole different ball game for me. And it's all what you want. It's all, everybody's different. And what you want to do is different than what I want to do, or what makes you tick as a photographer is different than what makes me tick. And this guy right here, I love him. He makes me tick, don't you? Yes, you do. So it's just a matter of preference. Will I ever buy another camera? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm at the age right now. I'm 61. I imagine I'll be shooting. Thank God I'm healthy. 70. And I love doing it. So it's not like it's a hard thing to do. But the only difference with cameras anymore, besides megapixels, and after so much, it's like, okay, what are you going to do with it? But I do enjoy the 100 megapixel to zoom in, look at stuff. I'm not going to lie. But other than that, it's how fast they focus that changes, the noise of the chip. But I don't know how much better they can actually get. They keep coming out with these new cameras, and all we do is dump more and more money into these cameras. And then realistically, a camera that's probably 5 or 6 years old can do pretty much anything you would need it to do. I would need it to do. I get caught up in that uh, gear syndrome, buying gear, and it's just not a good thing to do. So I really am pleased. I want to get one or two more lenses for this camera, and then I think I'm good. I mean, I know they're coming out with a new one. From what I hear, who knows? This is not a fast focus camera, and it really is. I didn't buy it for that. Um, it it is what it is. It has 1 terabyte of storage space on it internally, which is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I've been shooting this since I got it, and I still have half the space left. I have 500 gigabytes left of storage, and I have not taken anything off of this since I bought it, which is amazing. I mean, I'm not taking a ton, but I am taking more and more. And it's just, I don't know, it's just a preference. I got Mr. Moose to take care of. Huh. Mr. Moosey's. Ah, that's Mr. Moose. Anyways, I hope you guys find something you like to do, a camera system that you like, because gear really does matter. People tell me a gear doesn't really matter. It does matter. It matters on how you relate to that piece of equipment. And if it's fun to go out and do something, you're going to use it. If it's work related, you may not use it. So find something that you really like to shoot. Doesn't have to be 50 megapixels. Doesn't have to be 100 megapixels. I got a buddy that shoots a Nikon ZF, 24 megapixel, and he said, Joe, it is the most fun camera to use. And I thought about buying one, and I still might, just to kick around because I have all the lenses. Um, we'll see. But he said it's so easy to use, and it's light, and it's fun to carry. And he said it's just like going out and just on a field trip day, just go somewhere and shoot pictures. And he said you won't regret it. We won't regret it. He said get the Voigtlander manual focus lens. He's got the 51.0, I think. And he said you can manually focus. You have to manually focus it, but he said the focusing lights right up in your viewfinder in the Nikon. He said you're right on the money with it. And he said it's just absolutely a phenomenal lens and a phenomenal camera. So that might be something this summer I do. But for right now, I'm with my Blad, and I have my Z9, and that's it. And I have Mr. Moose. I do have a GoPro. I photograph him a lot, videotape him a lot with the GoPro. He's just fun to do, aren't you? Oh, aren't you? Say hi. Okay. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in. Hope this was somewhat informative. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.